In this podcast episode, Dr. Peter Attia, a leading expert in longevity and health, discusses various aspects of health and wellness. He begins by sharing his personal wake-up call to prioritize his health, which came when he realized he was insulin resistant and had a family history of heart disease. This realization, coupled with the birth of his daughter, motivated him to make changes to avoid following the same path as his family members. Dr. Attia emphasizes the importance of understanding one's family history in order to assess individual health risks. He explains that genetic tests alone are not sufficient to determine one's susceptibility to certain conditions, as most diseases are polygenic and require environmental triggers. By gathering detailed information about family members' health conditions, individuals can gain valuable insights into their own predispositions. The discussion then shifts to the question of when individuals should start investing in their health. Dr. Attia explains that the aging process begins from the moment of birth, with certain aspects of health deteriorating over time. However, he also highlights that there are areas where individuals can improve and slow down the rate of decline. He suggests that people need to go through a period of decline to fully appreciate the importance of taking care of their health. Dr. Attia, who has a background in medicine, discusses the fear he experienced when he realized he might not be around to see his grandchildren. This fear served as a powerful motivator for him to make changes and prioritize his health. He acknowledges that fear can be a strong initial motivator, but it is important to find a balance and not let it consume one's life. The conversation then delves into the topic of nutrition and the confusion surrounding different diets and eating patterns. Dr. Attia advises against following random diets and instead encourages individuals to focus on their own eating habits and patterns. He emphasizes the importance of protein intake, especially for individuals over 50, as muscle loss is a significant driver of poor health and mortality in this age group. He also discusses the concept of energy balance and the need to address overnutrition by reducing calorie intake through strategies such as calorie restriction, dietary restriction, and fasting. The discussion then turns to the topic of supplements. Dr. Attia shares that he takes certain supplements based on his own research and understanding. He recommends vegetable-focused supplements like AG for individuals who struggle to meet their daily vegetable intake. He also discusses the benefits of probiotics, specifically mentioning a probiotic called Pendulum that has shown promising results in reducing blood glucose levels in individuals with type 2 diabetes. Other supplements he recommends include B vitamins, vitamin D, magnesium, fish oil, and adaptogens like ashwagandha. Dr. Attia continues by highlighting the importance of being cautious when it comes to supplements and choosing reputable brands. He also mentions the potential impact of regenerative agriculture on the nutrient density of our food and suggests that soil health plays a significant role in the overall health of plants and, consequently, our own health. He believes that regenerative agriculture has the potential to sequester carbon and reduce atmospheric CO2 more effectively than other measures, such as electrifying the transportation grid. Dr. Attia acknowledges that lab-produced vegetables and meats are being explored, but he has yet to see evidence that they can be produced at scale or offer the same nutrient density as those grown in complex soil. He emphasizes the complexity of soil and the challenges of replicating nature's processes in a lab. The discussion then shifts to the importance of emotional health and its connection to physical health. Dr. Attia shares his personal journey of realizing the significance of emotional well-being and the impact it has on relationships and overall happiness. He emphasizes the need to address emotional health alongside physical health to achieve true well-being. Dr. Attia also discusses the challenges of balancing personal health goals with family and work commitments. He shares his own structured routine, which includes dedicated time for exercise, hobbies, and family. He emphasizes the importance of setting non-negotiables and finding a balance that works for each individual and their loved ones. The conversation then turns to cancer prevention, a topic that hits close to home for Dr. Attia, who has lost several loved ones to the disease. He highlights the prevalence of cancer and the need for effective prevention strategies. Dr. Attia suggests that a holistic approach, combining both traditional and alternative medicine, is crucial in preventing and confronting cancer. He goes on to explain that while the exact causes of cancer are still largely unknown, two significant drivers of cancer are smoking and poor metabolic health. He highlights the link between metabolic health and obesity, insulin resistance, and inflammation. To prevent cancer, he suggests avoiding smoking and focusing on maintaining good metabolic health through exercise, proper sleep, and a healthy diet. When it comes to cancer screening, Dr. Attia advocates for a more aggressive approach than the mainstream medical establishment. He believes that early detection is crucial for improving survival rates. He recommends strategies such as colonoscopies at an earlier age and more frequent screenings. He also discusses the potential of whole-body screening using MRIs and liquid biopsies, which can detect small fragments of DNA in the blood to identify the presence of cancer. In terms of cancer treatment, Dr. Attia acknowledges the progress made in the past decade, with an overall survival improvement of around 8%. He highlights the field of immunology and the development of immunotherapies as a promising avenue for cancer treatment. He believes that within the next decade, immunotherapies will be able to target solid organ epithelial tumors, which are responsible for the majority of cancer deaths. The conversation also touches on the topic of stress and its impact on health. Dr. Attia suggests that stress can manifest in different ways, and some individuals may self-sabotage their physical health. He emphasizes the importance of addressing the underlying emotional issues and finding ways to care for oneself. He advises against striving for perfection and encourages individuals to focus on small wins and gradual improvements in their health habits. In the final segment of the podcast, Dr. Attia answers a series of rapid-fire questions. He shares that the best health advice he has received is to exercise every day, while the worst advice is to do a cleanse. He also mentions that he is currently working on unlearning perfectionism. Additionally, he advocates for heavy strength training in postmenopausal women to prevent osteoporosis. Finally, he suggests that a law requiring everyone to spend at least an hour a day in nature without electronics would be beneficial for overall well-being. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe.